Welcome everyone. My name is Ella Hotchkiss and I would like to share a little bit about interactive homework. First, to start, I have some warm-up questions. How do your students generally feel about homework? How do families currently get information about their children's learning in school? And would you describe homeschool connections in your district as strong or weak? I would like you to pause the video and write down your answers to those questions. Coming back, using those answers from the previous slide, ask yourself these questions. Are you sick of students complaining about homework? Do you have parents constantly asking how their kids are doing? Do you wish you could involve families in students' schoolwork and strengthen homeschool connections? If you have answered yes to any or all of these questions, TIPS might be what you're looking for. First, you're probably wondering, what is TIPS? Teachers Involving Parents in Schoolwork is what it stands for. Basically, that's interactive homework that connects school and home on curriculum-related activities coming from Epstein. I will be trying to use families instead of parents throughout this presentation, as some students don't live with their parents, and I would like to include all families in this. A quote to connect to this topic is, interpersonal collaboration is a style for direct interaction between at least two co-equal parties voluntarily engaged in shared decision-making as they work toward a common goal. There's a lot of great stuff in there, but what it means for us is that we all want our students to be successful. Teachers and families alike want their students to be successful, so that's our common goal. What's included as part of TIPS? First, a note to the families explaining kind of what's going on, the purpose, the materials they'll need, instructions and the processes, and this part is key, a communication piece that allows for that homeschool connection to be strengthened. Parent or guardian signature, or the signature of the person the student worked on the assignment with, and some notes there at the bottom. All right, so that's kind of what it is. Why should I consider using TIPS? First, it supports learning at home, and from a study that looked at kind of the costs and benefits of TIPS interactive homework assignments, the TIPS method was found to lead to more happy homework experiences, and the TIPS method also improves student achievement on standardized tests, and collaboration with families is just a really important thing that we should be working on. All right, and I also have a couple of other key quotes to briefly check out, and I invite you to read through those on your own, kind of focusing on collaboration and the fact that students and families think that TIPS is a good idea. Another reason we should use TIPS is that it helps us support and encourage families to support rather than control students' homework habits. So to define those things and kind of help us explain the graphs on that slide, parental homework control is the pressure families put on students to finish homework, but homework support is families' assistance with homework, but general non-involvement if help is not required. So a study on perceived parental involvement in homework was found that perceived parental control actually led to lower academic achievement, while perceived parental support led to higher academic achievement. So we want to support that higher academic achievement, and one way to do that is with the TIPS method, because it can teach families to support students' homework by providing activities they could do together. So it would lead to kind of more supportive behaviors rather than controlling behaviors, because they'll be working on that assignment together. So hopefully by now you've been kind of convinced that TIPS is worth considering, but how do I use it? So I have some samples to show you. So first, this is one that I created on figurative language from ELA 5. So you can see my 2 pages, and the link for this will be shared in the video description. The standards that I used, a key note is that if you use Google Docs to create your assignment, you can translate it right there using the Google tool, which is really helpful for families who don't speak English at home. You can also add a lot more pictures and graphics, and feel free to use the link that I shared and make a copy and then edit it as you see fit. A couple of other things to check out are these 2 websites that provide a lot of great examples of TIPS assignments across the content areas. So I invite you to check those out either by pausing the video now and checking them out, or checking them out at the end. You can determine the key standard you want your children to meet and build an assignment off that. And you want to stick to 2 pages, just the back and front of 1 piece of paper. That makes it more manageable and helps you as the teacher and planner kind of focus on what you really want students to get out of it. So now I would like you to think of one assignment that you could modify for tips in the coming week. So pause the video and write it down, whether that's in your plan book, online, on paper, however is helpful. Pause the video, think of an assignment. Coming back, my example again. All right, some things to keep in mind when designing your interactive homework is that even talking about homework in students' native language, even if it's not English, is still helpful. Some ideas from Van Voorst to keep in mind is to make that homework interactive, to be clear, use examples. The cognitive load should be on the student, not the family partner, so please don't expect the family partner to teach. Provide real-world connections, be brief but effective, add variety, and to make it fun. Some concrete next steps, just to be really clear. So step 1 is to choose one assignment once a month or whatever else might be manageable. Use the included examples to make your own assignment and consider working with colleagues and collaborating to create that assignment. Send that homework home, but also reach out to families to invite them to provide honest feedback and to kind of share what's going on. Use that feedback and success or lack of success to refine the tips assignment for the next month. And consider finding an accountability partner to check in with. These are the references I used. Feel free to check those out for more information. Some helpful links that I will also include in the video description. And here is my contact information. Feel free to reach out with questions or comments. I would like to talk through those things with you. And thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope something in there was helpful as you consider how to support family engagement with interactive homework. Thank you.